UK calls for due process in Nnamdi Kanu trial. Rivers State Governor Wike has advised the federal government to ensure that rule of law and due process is followed in the prosecution of the leader of the proscribed separatist group, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The governor said conscientious effort must be made by the government to allay the fears of some Nigerians that Kanu's prosecution is ethically motivated. Governor Wike made the assertion in a TV interview explaining that regardless of the differences that arrested IPOB leader has with Rivers State, government due process must be followed in his prosecution. He stated that for the federal government to demonstrate its resolve to address the security crisis facing the country, the same dragnet deployed to arrest Kanu must be extended to bandits and ongጵ militias terrorizing the country. We must not make a hula baloo about the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't agree with his principle. I have come out and said, you, Kanu, cannot annex my state to be your own. Why do you think you can own a state? But let's never have that conversation. But does that mean that you will not allow the law to take its course? Rivers State Governor said. The governor insisted that government must arrest every wanted terrorist on its watch list and ensure that they're brought to book. This is just damage. I mean, why is he speaking like, huh? Because it's like, of course we know this. Why are you now speaking from the other side of your mouth? Like, I don't understand. Because you are definitely very much like shouting and doing the most and very much against Nnamdi Kanu, which obviously is fine. But it's like, why are you now like? Because let's forget, this man is known for speaking recklessly. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, but he has said very reckless things consistently. Even as if you go back even 1 week ago, he has probably said something that was very, very reckless. So again, I'm like, okay, fine. Why are you now coming forward, acting all brand new, acting all like your normal speech and tone is to be objective? Since when you don't speak like this normally? So that's why like there's a lot of distrust in what I'm reading here, because it's like you talk reckless. Like, it's everyone knows you talk reckless. So again, it's like, where is all this extra? I don't know, where is it coming from? I'm so confused. I'm really confused. A saboteur, that is what Wike is, and whether he likes it or not, his state belongs to Biafra nation. That's it. That is literally it. Because I'm like, why are you playing? Because before, you were definitely on the side of the government. I mean, you're literally against Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, you are allowed to, but then why is that all of a sudden now he's arrested, or you want him to have a fair trial? Because you still want to be on the side of the people. Like, please choose one. That's the thing. This is why we can't. That's why people will not rate you, because we don't know where you lie. You're always switching, and now we don't know where. Like, why? Someone says, Wike, your opinion is not needed. Keep it to your Rivers people. Someone says comedy. Someone says, Wike, you must be stupid. This can only happen in a country that has a sincere leader. A leader in Nigeria here, the president is only president of one tribe named the Fulanis. It's true. But then yeah, I'm like, huh? Because it's just a bit, the tone is a bit too different to just get used to. Because again, this man has said some very, like, verbally violent and strong statements, and now you're all about being objective and making sure there's a fair trial. Like, since when? Like, someone here says, when you're done with your tenure, step down. The state is not your state. When you're done with your tennis, step out the east is not your state. Another person that seats will decide what will happen. Not you. People can celebrate as much as you can. You are not God Almighty. Yeah, please. I mean, this obviously just seems damage control to make himself look good, or I don't know what. I don't even know what the aim plan is, but I guess that's just what it is at this point. I guess that is just what it is. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. And let's get another comment. Um, Someone says hypocrites Biafra sympathizers are stretching their gullible tongue now and talk about due process and human rights. Thank you, because I don't know when he turned to Mandela, when this brat was given order to kill security and northerners who don't remember about due process and human rights. Now you all support him mocking in Niger, a zoo country. You should also know that animals don't have due process nor human rights. He will be treated as a pig within the zoo. Stupid rebels. Yeah. True. 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 So yeah, I'm like just saying, like, this man at the time, you don't necessarily, like, you were not going against, what you call it, you were not, how do you say it? He was not necessarily going against, the bandits that were in the area at the time. And of course you helped the government go against ESN and Nnamdi Kanu, when they were the ones who actually helped you drive away Fulani herdsmen. And now all of a sudden you're talking about due process, like as if you were not number one enemy or number one hater of Nnamdi Kanu, and now all of a sudden you're trying to be objective and speaking from the other side of your mouth. Someone says, that's my fearless leader and Governor Wike Mecca. What is good for Paul? Please. Wike, like Pontius Pilate, tried to wash off his hands and play double standard in case of any unforeseen eventuality. Exactly. That's all. That's all. Because it's so, I mean, come on. It's not really hard to detect that this is, disingenuous. Like, come on. I think Wike advice is good. If the federal government yield, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying that what he's saying is wrong, but it's just like the messenger is just, the messenger makes the value of the message diminish just because of the character of the messenger. That's it. It's as simple as that. It really is. Someone says, well spoken. I believe you meant it deep down in your heart. No matter what, Nnamdi Kanu is our son. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, again, the fact is, whatever he said here does not hold any weight because of who he is and because of how he talks. Again, this is very much well written, very much objective, and it's like, for someone who has been talking very much reckless and using very much, big, strong, violent words, it's just a bit shocking, and that's why we're not gonna. It's just like, okay, I mean, especially when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, that he was definitely 100% against. So, put what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.